On an industrial estate in Warton, England, the roar of engines and the spirit of workers at a BAE Systems facility were once symbols of the glory days of British defense technology. Here, the Eurofighter Typhoon, a state-of-the-art fighter jet that was the pride of Europe, was assembled with great dedication. The aircraft, a collaboration between four nations, Britain, Germany, Italy, and Spain, was the epitome of modern air power, capable of flying faster than the speed of sound without afterburners, carrying out reconnaissance, air combat, and ground attack missions. But in 2025, the sound of the production line began to die down. Typhoon production in Britain had stopped, and the news shook many, raising serious concerns about the future of Britain's defense capabilities. What really happened? Let's explore the story. The story begins in the 1980s, when Britain, along with Germany, Italy, and Spain, dreamed of creating a fighter jet that could rival the world's air powers. The Eurofighter Typhoon project was born, managed by the Eurofighter GmbH consortium, with BAE Systems as the backbone in the UK. The Typhoon is no ordinary aircraft. With its delta wing design and advanced technologies such as supercruise capability and advanced radar, it has become a mainstay of the Royal Air Force, RAF, and other countries' air forces. Since its first flight in 1994 and its entry into service in 2003, the Typhoon has proven itself formidable on the battlefield, from Libya in 2011 to operations against the Houthi militia in the Red Sea in 2024. This aircraft is not only a tool of war, but also a symbol of European technological superiority. At Warton, thousands of skilled workers work day and night to produce the Typhoon. Each aircraft is assembled with precision, using advanced composite materials such as carbon fiber that make it light yet strong, almost invisible to radar. More than 550 units have been delivered to 7 countries, including the UK, Germany, Italy, Spain, Austria, Oman, and Saudi Arabia, with a total of 584,000 flight hours. For Britain, the Typhoon was the backbone of its air defense, guarding the skies against enemy threats. But behind the glory, problems began to emerge. The Typhoon was not cheap to produce. In 1985, the cost of 250 British aircraft was estimated at £7 billion, but by 2003, that figure had ballooned to £20 billion, with operational delays of up to 54 months. Costs continued to soar, and in 2011, the UK's National Audit Office estimated the total cost of the program at £37 billion. Mismanagement of the project caused the price per aircraft to soar by 75%. In 2025, the dreaded crisis finally arrived. The production line at Warton, according to BAE Systems workers, almost came to a standstill. There were no new orders for the Typhoon, either from the UK or the export market. This was not just a technical problem, but a real threat to Britain's defense capability. There were several reasons for the silence. The UK initially ordered 232 Typhoons, but after Tranche 3, the final production phase, was completed, no new contracts were placed. Other countries such as Germany, 180 units, Italy, 121 units, and Spain, 87 units, have also filled their quotas. Export markets, such as Oman and Saudi Arabia, are not large enough to fill this gap. Attempts to sell the Typhoon to other countries, such as Indonesia in 2011 or Austria in 2020, have often failed due to high costs or preference for other aircraft such as the F-16 or Sukhoi. The defense world is moving fast. The UK is now focused on its next-generation fighter jet, the Tempest, which was announced in 2018. The Tempest, developed in collaboration with BAE Systems, Rolls-Royce, Leonardo, and MBDA, promises far more advanced artificial intelligence and stealth capabilities. With a development cost of £2.7 billion to 2025, the Tempest is expected to replace the Typhoon in 2035. As a result, the defense budget has shifted from the Typhoon to the Tempest, leaving the production line without funds. The Typhoon is sophisticated but expensive to operate. Each aircraft requires intensive maintenance, specialist pilot training, and expensive spare parts. Germany, for example, estimated the system cost per aircraft at 120 million euros in 2007, and that figure has been rising. For the UK, which is facing a defense budget squeeze, maintaining the Typhoon fleet while developing the Tempest is a huge burden. The government's recent decision to buy US-made F-35A fighter jets rather than commit to the most advanced Typhoons has reignited debate over its defense priorities. Although the UK has committed to upgrading its current Typhoons, including with new radars, it is the only country in the consortium that is yet to order the latest model. The end of Typhoon production is not just an economic issue, it is also a strategic threat. Workers at Warton warn that without new orders, the technical expertise built up over decades could be lost. Thousands of engineers and technicians skilled in building fighter jets risk losing their jobs or moving to other industries. This is dangerous because the UK relies on defense sovereignty, the ability to produce its own defense equipment without relying on other countries. If this expertise is lost, the UK could struggle to build or maintain future fighter jets. In addition, the end of production weakens the RAF's position. The Typhoon is the backbone of Britain's air defense, used for critical missions such as intercepting Russian aircraft over the Atlantic or attacking targets in the Middle East. Without new production, the existing fleet will age and maintenance costs will increase. With the Tempest still a decade away from being operational, there is a risk of a capability gap, where the RAF lacks a modern fighter jet that is adequately equipped. Another concern is the geopolitical impact. The UK prides itself on being a European defense technology leader, but the end of Typhoon production could undermine this reputation. Other countries may see the UK as less capable of leading major defense projects, especially as competitors such as the US with its F-35 or China with its stealth jets continue to advance. Despite the grim situation, there is a glimmer of hope. Workers at BAE Systems are urging the UK government to order 24 more Typhoons to keep production alive. This would not only save thousands of jobs, but also ensure the UK retains the expertise to build fighter jets. Additionally, technological upgrades such as touchscreen cockpits and advanced missiles such as the MBDA Meteor suggest the Typhoon could still be relevant into the 2050s. On the other hand, the Tempest project offers a promising future. With its artificial intelligence and unmanned capabilities, the Tempest could be a game changer. However, this transition must be managed carefully so as not to leave gaps in the UK's defenses. Collaboration with international partners, such as Italy and Japan, could also speed up the development of the Tempest without compromising current capabilities.